Hi everyone, it's the Pastry Queen, and yes, it's Halloween. We're back here for another, costume idea. This one is a little bit more, how should I put it? It's just a little bit different than the other ones that I've been showing you. It's more modest, it's more kid-friendly, and so let me introduce you to a very spooky quilt. So we are working on Ghostly. I just kind of made this up. I use basically 4.5-inch squares of scraps, and I just had fun. Now I've done this before on the live, and basically I put two 4.5-inch half square triangles there. I did some flip and stitches down here, did some eye work here, and I have two ghosts, and one is going this way and the other one's going that way, and I just have 4.5-inch blocks sprinkled around. And then because it's Halloween, what do we need in a Halloween quilt other than ghosts? We need some bats. So I know some of you all subscribers are seeing some fabric that you've sent me through the years. Tomorrow will be 2 years. So you will see some of your fabric in a lot of these scraps. And this is going to be bordering on the top and bottom because I just needed a little extra length. So, girls got to do what a girl's got to do. I'm sorry, I put Baby Bear down. So today's costume is totally thrifted as well. So I'm going to back this up a little bit. So I'm moving the camera. I'm backing this up, and I'm going to, let's see if I can get myself like this. Here we go. Hello. Join Kid today. Hello. Good morning, Rommel, and good morning, Join. So I am Curly Locks and her baby bear. So in our classroom today, we're going to be dressing up. I have 2 other bears, but they're at school. So good morning, Catherine. So we have 2 bears coming, and those are life-size bears, and those are in the classroom. And so when we were talking what everybody was doing, they said, well, I'm going to be a bear and I'm going to be a bear. I was like, oh, how cute. You're going to be 2 teddy bears. I said, what if I brought my baby bear and I came in instead of Goldilocks, because I don't have golden hair, Curly Locks. So, yeah, we did Curly Locks and her baby bear. My other 2 bears, which is Mama Bear and Papa Bear, they'll be at school here shortly. So my little kiddos, we are going to decorate pumpkin cupcakes today. I made cupcakes last night, and they're just gonna have fun dipping in the frosting, putting sprinkles and all kinds of stuff. So again, this is a thrifted costume. So I actually was not planning on being this today. I was gonna be my honorary pirate. I have a fabulous pirate costume that I made with a great big hat with feathers and a little tiny purse that has all my booty in it with all kinds of earrings and stuff that I plundered. But, we're going to go with the theme. So this was something that was thrifted a long time ago, and I pulled it out. And this was all handmade. Look at this. I found this at a thrift store. I don't know. Can you see that? This is all handmade. All handmade. Down to the pockets are handmade. Look at that. I mean, really, really good stuff is happening with this. This person did everything by hand. And I bought this. And this is also a homemade dress. So this dress came from Massachusetts. And when I thrifted there, hi, Sherry. And, this is very Debbie Mum. If we all remember Debbie Mum, I'm moving this down. Hi, Dottie Doodler. So we have these beautiful ceramic, and they're like snaps. Yep, they're snaps. Oh, I wonder. Oh, no, only that one. So whoever made this was a very, let's see. Can I do that? Yeah. Was very wide at the bottom, but very small on the top. So this button keeps kind of like, we're having button issues here, but that's okay. I brought a safety pin. We're just gonna get those girls in there and keep them in there. I put a shirt underneath there just in case if anything should pop open. But still, I didn't really have to do much. It's got little things. I mean, this person, look at these buttons. I mean, these buttons are so cute. Look at that. I think I thrifted this. And the person, when I bought it at the checkout, she's like, I can't believe someone, she said, I told them someone would buy it. She said that this came in and the ladies told her that she might as well just put that because nobody's going to buy that. And I said, I bought this over like the summer. And or not the summer, was it summer, spring? I don't know, whenever we went. And look at the bottom, someone appliqued. All this, it looks like pansies. And this goes all the way across. There is butterflies. And so I went ahead and bought this, whoever donated this and did all this beautiful work, I went ahead and bought that person's wardrobe, and it goes all the way around. The other two, one was a vest and one was a skirt, and I totally put jelly rolls, and I wore that to the International Quilt Festival last year. So hi Dottie Dooler, we have Sherry, we have Melanie. So I was kind of thinking like, this is kind of Goldilocks-ish and I could use it. And really, I bought it because I felt bad. They were going to toss this. So, hey, they made money. The lady was happy. It was so funny. She called those ladies and she says, see, I found someone to buy this. And she goes, she really? And she goes, no, I was just looking and I just was looking at the workmanship. I said, it's so beautiful. I have no idea what I could do with it, but I bought 3 articles. That's all they had of handmade. And this was for a while. Oh, look at this. I put this backwards. So this was a while ago. And so, yeah. So when I was looking, Goldilocks has an apron and all her stuff. Being that I'm curly locks, I guess it doesn't matter. But I think it was cute. And, you know, I get to show another quilter / seamstress work out there. And this is my bear. So I'm gonna move my camera. I'm gonna show you our spooky quilt that we're gonna work on today. I put in all the blocks, so now all of this has to be sewn. As you recall, I only did this block and this block. I went ahead and kind of placed all these blocks. So we'll work on that today. Now, I think it's really cute and definitely my old lady style. Hey, I told you I was coming in hot and different today. I actually have to, though, put on my Halloween earrings. So, this is Baby Bear. Baby Bear was given to me by Butters, or Butters gave me Baby Bear. He went on a trip and he was in because we talked about this last night when I showed him I was bringing Baby Bear with me to school. He told me he bought it in the airport, that he was on a layover and there was a Build-A-Bear in the layover, which was, I guess, St. Louis or something like that. And so he said he built me a bear. And so this is many years ago. And so look, it's a Gander Mountain bear. I mean, Gander Mountain doesn't even exist anymore, but look at that. It's got a little Gander Mountain. It's got little jeans, because this is how he walks around dressed like this. So he made me a Build-A-Bear. And it has a heart in there. Let's see. Should we be showing them what you look like underneath there? Probably not. So I've had this for a while and I'm excited I just have it sitting on my couch in my bedroom. So I'm going to bring it in. And this is my Baby Bear, because we need three bears. So before we start sewing, I have a Halloween story to share with you. So I'm going to move my camera. All right. And here we go. I'm going to sit there. There we are. All right. Here we are. So this is going to be my version of Curly Locks and the 3 Bears. Once upon a time, there was a little girl walking in the forest. She got lost, and her name was Curly Locks, and she felt very frightened, scared, and afraid. She saw a cottage and knocked on the door, but no one was home, and the door was open, so she went inside. she smelled something so very delicious and saw 3 bowls of arroz con gandules on the table. She was quite, like, really hungry. And so she tried Papa Bear's big bowl of arroz con gandules. She said, wow, this is too hot. Next, she tried Mama Bear's medium-sized bowl of arroz con gandules. She said, wow, this is too cold. Last, she tried Baby Bear's small bowl of porridge. She said, oh, this is just right. She ate the whole bowl of arroz con gandules, and after eating the arroz, she felt tired, and so she went into the living room to sit down. But she saw 3 sewing machines. Wow! So she went over to what looked like to be Papa Bear's sewing machine. Wow, this machine goes fast. Next, she tried Mama Bear's sewing machine, and she says, oh, this goes too fast too. And so she tried Baby Bear's sewing machine, and she said, oh, this is just right. Purr. Uh-oh. Curly Locks was very sneaky. Now she went upstairs to the bedrooms because she was feeling tired. But then she saw the fabric room. She saw the fabric room. She saw 3 big buckets of fabric. She went to the first fabric bucket, and that fabric was yardage. The next bucket was full of fat quarters. She didn't want yardage or fat quarters. So she jumped into Baby Bear's bucket because they looked like something a baby bear would have. And this was just right. This fabric was full of quilty cotton scraps, and it was just right. But she was tired, and before she wanted to go downstairs sewing, she went in and fell asleep in the fabric room. The 3 bears came home about an hour later and walked into the house. Papa Bear looked at the table and said in an angry voice, someone tasted my arroz con gandules. And Mama Bear said, and Mama Bear said, someone tasted my arroz con gandules in her angry voice. And someone tasted my arroz con gandules too, Baby Bear said in a crying voice. But someone ate it all. Next, they all went into the living room, and Papa said in an angry voice, someone's been using my sewing machine. And Mama Bear in an angry voice said, someone has been using my sewing machine. And Baby Bear in a crying voice said, someone was using my sewing machine and broke the needle. All the baby bears were very, very angry now and walked upstairs to the bedroom. But on their way, they saw someone in the fabric room. Papa Bear said in an angry voice, someone is in my fabric room. And Mama Bear said, someone's in my fabric room. And then Papa Bear, someone's been going through my yardage. And Mama Bear said, someone's been going through my fat quarters. And Baby Bear said, someone is sleeping in my scrap bucket. And look, the 3 bears stood at Baby Bear's bucket of scraps. And there was Curly Locks sleeping and snoring. Just then, Curly Locks woke up and saw the 3 bears, and she said she was so afraid that she almost died. She jumped out of the bucket of scraps and told the 3 bears she was so sorry and ran down and ran back out of the forest, and she says, I'll be back to apologize. And she walked for a long time, and then she finally found her way home. She told her mother what happened, and her mother said, that was very lucky of you. The next day, Curly Locks asked her mom if they can go fabric shopping, her favorite thing to do. And they made 3 quilts to pass it forward to the bears to show how sorry she was. The end. That is my Halloween story that I made up on the fly. No, I have it written. I did write it, but you know, I don't know. I don't know if the kiddos will be so enthused because I don't think they'll think anything of fabric scraps, but I thought maybe you guys would get a kick out of it. All right, so let me go because we have a lot who has joined us. All right, here we go. So welcome in Rita and Braylee and Jessica and Norma and Mitzi, and that is so cute. I would love a copy of that story. Oh, I may have to do that in like a thing, in an official video, so that you can maybe read it to your or what do you mean read? You could show the video to your grandbabies. Anyway, have a great day, Mitzi. We're going to be taking off some of these blocks. I don't have any Halloween trivia. I was thinking I should have had some Halloween trivia, but he didn't have any Halloween trivia. So we're just going to go with our regular questions, true and false. I'm just grabbing some of these to put here so that I can sew. Hopefully I can get one section of this quilt done, and then we'll have some fun. We'll talk. I had an interesting day yesterday. It turned out so cute. I'm going to have to post pictures. They are not of students. I can't post pictures of students. But I did do some costuming during my lunch. During my lunch time, because you know, because that's how I roll. Okay, let's see how this is gonna go. I just have to write it down and rewatch the video. Yeah, I'm going to type it up or something later on. So, you know, we talked to our kiddos, and the one kiddo didn't think he had a costume to wear, excuse me, for Halloween. And so, excuse me. So we verified, and you know, money's tight now. So, and now people are a little bit more, right, on edge. So we told the mom, don't worry, we have extra costumes, because, you know, we have like, you know, dress up stuff. But, you know, she asked him, well, what do you want to be? And he's like, I want to be, what is it? What do they call those? Dancing. I want to be the dancing man, or the dancing boy. I don't know what it's called. It's that big inflatable tube thing, the dancing man. I don't know what it's called, but it's the big inflatable thing that you see like at car dealers, and it's got like the fray hair and the hands, and it goes like this, and it goes like this, and it goes down and inflates back up. Do we all know what I'm talking about? Am I just looking crazy? So he wanted to be that. And so the teacher looks at me and, where may I get that? So of course now people are looking on the internet, and they're like, well, we can't get that by tomorrow because we want to make this boy's dreams happen. Everybody had something. So then we're going to say, well, we're just going to have to go with plan B, you know, just something he can pick whatever and dress himself up. And then I was like, no. I said, we can do this. I said, we have a little one. So I said, put that thing on. I looked at it. I was like, yeah, we can do this. So I said, we just need a shirt, a red shirt, because he wants to be that dancing guy. It's called the dancing guy. He wants to be that dancing guy. And they're like, Leanna's going to whip something up. Yeah, Leanna did whip something up. So she found a shirt in, like, we have, like, when kiddos have an accident or something in the nurse's office, we got something extra. So in the nurse's office, they found a red fleece, big looking shirt thing. And she said we could have it and cut it up. So they brought it to me, and we snipped the sleeves. Well, I put it on him to see where I needed to cut the sleeves. And then we snipped around it. And then I went from here to there and found red felt, found big googly eyes, found white felt. We found oak tag. By the time we were done, we had a full costume of that dancing guy. So I tried it on his head before I left in case I had to bring it home to mess with it. And he puts it on, and he starts going like this. I'm dancing guy, and he doesn't even have the whole outfit on. I cannot wait when we put the whole outfit on him today. It's gonna be so much fun. Mom was very, very gracious that she's so happy and very gracious that we're doing this. So I am going to post a picture of the dancing guy costume. So you see, you don't have to spend a lot of money to do something that looks like it is, you know? So, you know, what did that probably cost? If I had to go to a thrift store, probably a red pullover fleece thing, maybe what, 50 cents, $1.50, maybe. Three sheets of red felt, probably $1.50. Some oak tag, which is basically just cardstock, you know, couple sheets of that. So yeah. So I just cannot wait. I cannot wait. It's so much fun. It is going to be a fun day. Definitely it's going to be a fun day. You know what would be fun maybe in the future is having like a day where the kiddos who know that they don't have a costume and everybody comes with either costumes they're not wearing again, so like just donate your costume you're not wearing again, or come up with a costume, like a day or an afternoon, like make your costume. Let's make a costume. Oh, what is going on here? Oh, chicken bobbin. Look at this. I just went sewing. I don't even know. I probably got it out of order now. I think that was, oh, I don't care. Whatever it is right now. I totally lost. I never started. There we go. So yeah, so look forward for a dancing man costume. I cannot take his picture. I did take a picture of the hat I made and the shirt that the sweater I altered. I only have control over that one class, but like I said, it would be kind of cool if it was like some kind of program where if you didn't have, you know, you're not going to have a costume, that you could come and try to figure out and be creative. Bring that creativity. And so that this way, if parents can't afford one, there's a way that the kids can participate. All right. So I'm gonna say this probably was like this. I don't recall. We're gonna go with it. And if two squares touch each other, they touch each other at this point. Let me go. I can't see. I might have to move the chat. Really what I'm trying to say is, I'm not trying to look for like, oh, that's so wonderful of you. No, what I'm trying to do is give you Halloween ideas, last minute Halloween ideas. Halloween ideas that will, like, I'm moving the camera, that if you only have a half hour or an hour, you can throw something together kind of idea. So he's going to be a dancing king. Is that what they call it? It's a dancing guy. It's called Dancing Guy. I actually looked at Amazon. It's that thing, that costume thing that does this thing. I used to make me too. And it's so much fun. It's so much fun. It would be like a fun activity if the kids just did that. They just didn't buy anything commercial. They just went ahead and just, you know, found different things and made different things and just think out of the box and use storybooks for ideas instead of commercialized things. Just saying, you know. All right, so while I do this, and I don't have, I should have printed up some Halloween trivia. I did not think of it, because I was too busy writing stories. So here, true or false? Are we ready? Elephant herds in Africa have been known to break into human compounds and rescue, wait, what? Break into human compounds and rescue animals captured from the wild. Elephant herds in Africa have been known to break into human compounds and rescue animals captured from the wild. Oh, now I understand it. They're talking about those compounds, like those wildlife preserves. They're talking about the wildlife preserves. Do we think they do that? True or false? Yes, costume swap is definitely, that would, that would probably leave a lot of parents also financial worries. Oh, this morning, soon, my daughter will be having surgery. So let's give her some positive thoughts her way. I have my phone so that it could ring if need be, and if I need to leave the live, I will. So let's just send all kinds of positive energies and thoughts her way. So male or female, it doesn't say, it just says elephant herds. Elephant herds. True. Here's a Halloween game. What's scarier, looking in the mirror and seeing a stranger staring back, or looking in the mirror and seeing yourself smiling back when you're not smiling? Oh. Well, I don't know what that would be. We went through Halloween safety tips with the kiddos yesterday. Like, don't go into strange people's house, wait online, make sure you say trick or treat and thank you and all that kind of stuff. And we have true. Okay, so it is true. It says 11 elephants once rescued an antelope captured by the conservationists for relocation in a Zululand game preserve. That's quite amazing, actually. That is actually quite amazing. I'm back. Dogs had to go out. Not a problem. So here we are. Contrary, new, true, and false. Contrary to popular belief, animal parents do not reject their offspring simply because humans handled them. Contrary to popular belief, animal parents do not reject their offspring simply because humans handled them. True or false? Let's see what we got. True. Quilts eventually. Kathy Klein, good morning. We have some false, we have some truths, we got a little bit of everything. Oh, by the way, Regina, one of our peeps, started her own channel. I think she posted it 2 days ago. I shared it. So please give her some support. She's brand new. Brand spanking new. You see her in the morning. She's our music teacher. I believe it. Oh, and my heart goes out, because I don't think I said this. My heart goes out to everyone in Jamaica, Haiti, and Cuba. Pictures are coming in, and it's actually pretty traumatic for me because they look like the pictures when Maria swept through Puerto Rico. So let's also keep that in our back of our minds, those poor people. Oh my God, we have too much going on in one. This is supposed to be a month of joy, and it feels like there's just so many things going on at one time. Could be a little overwhelming. Tomorrow, one of our peeps is coming here tomorrow morning. We are going to tackle some binding for the teen quilts. So tomorrow is tackle binding day. We'll see how many we can get, you know, binded, because they actually all have to be trimmed down, and then we have to bind them. So it's going to take some time, and so we're going to do that tomorrow. I will be having a short live because it is my 2-year anniversary of my channel tomorrow, and also the kickoff, if I get everything together, of the Christmas quilts kit that was sent to me. So yeah, there's a lot going on tomorrow. Let's see. I saw Regina. It was awesome. Hi, Annette. Good morning. Hope you're feeling good. I hope these infusions aren't taking too much out of you. All right. So to this question, which is contrary to popular belief, animal parents do not reject their offspring simply because humans handled them, is true. If the parents are offended by your scent, they typically give their little ones a bath. That's what it says. So they do not reject. I actually always thought that that was true. So I mean, that parents reject their kids, but I guess they don't. I guess that was a myth all those years. Don't touch wildlife. You'll disrupt the system. I mean, I really did think that was true. So I just learned something. Yes, I'm hope. Let's see. Samaritan Purse is going to be involved. I got a notification from them. Oh, that's good. Hi, Mirta. ¿Cómo está? You missed my Halloween story with a little bit of Spanish flair and a little bit of sewing humor. So if you joined, go back, rewatch the beginning. It was a lot of fun. Today I'm curly locks, and I have baby bear, mama bear, and papa bear. They'll be arriving soon at school. So that's my costume today, all thrifted. And I've had this for a while, this dress. I knew that one day it was going to come in handy. I told my honey that next year I could turn this costume into something else. So my idea for this costume next year is to go and maybe after Halloween, is to go and see if I can find on clearance, you know, we go to Oktoberfest, and they have those when the girls are all dressed, like not necessarily the beer girls, but the German girls that do all the dancing. And they have dresses like this that are long with this kind of stuff, but they have that thing that goes around here, the belt, the German belt. I think I want to get a German belt and then reuse this costume next year, and then get a shirt with big fluffy sleeves, puffy sleeves, and turn this into an Oktoberfest costume. I think it'll work. See, because then you can take costumes and then reinvent them the next year. So maybe if you don't have anything, just find something that you have and just reinvent it. That's an idea for costume. I mean, that's why we're on here a little bit, right? talking about costumes, reinventing things. All right, this one is done. Let's see what else I have going on. Don't have, I'm kicking myself in the rear that I did not think about downloading some Halloween trivia. We're just gonna have to go with this. It's too early yet for Christmas trivia. I also do shoe boxes for Operation Christmas Child, distributed by Samaritan Purse. Well, that's fabulous. So here's this, talking about animals. Fun day at school with the kiddos. You look cute. Baby Bear looks like Ted Bear in the movie with Mark Wahlberg. I'm going to watch beginning now. Yes. The Mierda, it talks about arroz con gandules. They go to places affected by tragedy. Yes. Just like the kitchen. Oh, what is his name? I can't think of his name right now. But the kitchen that travels everywhere. And they were based out of Puerto Rico. That's where it all like kind of started. And he's a Puerto Rican chef. Oh my God. WC World Kitchen? World something kitchen. Let's see. We are going to have fun. We are going to decorate cupcakes that I made last night, and with frosting. We're just going to get frosting all over us, and we're going to sprinkles, and we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun. That's my treat to the kids. And you're probably wondering, what are you talking about? Because I'm in the library and art, but I'm actually in a classroom. I think I was there yesterday, and I may be there again full day today. If not, I'll pop in at my lunch or my breaks, and then I'll do it then with the kiddos. Glorious. Did I miss a glorious? If I did, welcome. Oh, here you go. Where's your costume? Well, this is here. I'm going to school. I have a mama bear and a papa bear, because there's 3 of us in that class. Well, there's 2 of them in the classroom, and I push in. So there's 3 of us in the classroom. So mama bear and papa bear will be going to school. This is baby bear, and I'm curly locks because I don't have golden locks. So if you rewind at the beginning of this live, I talk about different things you can do, where I got my costume, how I came up with it, and also a Halloween version of Curly Locks and the 3 Bears. So now I am... My mom makes our parkas for winter. We wear them every day. Some lady last year said, nice costume, to my mom, who was just wearing her parka. Oh my goodness. So that's exciting. So do you sew like your mom? Every day I have had a different costume on this week on my lives to give costume ideas. Good morning, Regina. So the animal that I showed you, and I'm pretty sure you guys got it, was a zebra. And so we're going to find out some interesting facts about zebras. Ready? True or false? The subgenus zebra belongs to Hippotigris, which means horse tiger. True or false? The subgenus zebras belong to the Hippo tigress means horse tiger. True or false? There we are. My team is doing DC Heroes, especially since my mom is blind in one eye and she can still sew well. We have false, we have true. What about the North American house hit? What? Are we trolling right now? I don't know. We'll be on the eye. Put it on that way. I got you. It's Halloween. We're full of tricks. My guess is you're looking for a treat, and I can't give you that treat. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. Hi, Kathy. So, yes, it is true. It is true. Which one of these is not a zebra hybrid? A, Zach, zebra and yak. B, Zedonk, zebra and donkey. Or C, Zorse, zebra and horse. And I agree with that, Linda. My grandma was, you know, she was up in age. She was not so young, but she figured out how she can sew. It was really towards this last year that she wasn't able to. Anyone know if Deb is feeling better? Oh, okay. I thought you were meaning something else when you said that. So that's why I was a little bit like, don't know what's going on here. And yes, there's a miniature horse farm not too far from here. And my kids were trying to convince me to get a miniature horse along with a miniature pig because they thought it would be so cool if the miniature horse and pig can go in and out of the house since we couldn't have dogs and cats. She posted she was on Discord. Okay, good. I'm glad she's okay. I have been out of the loop. It's just been really, this year has been very intense at work, and I just get home. I'm so tired. I can't even bother. I don't look at anything, honestly. I have been very lax on replays. I feel like I'm just trying to swim to the top of the ocean right now. And sewing is the only thing that gives me a little bit of like control and solace. Right? It is good for your health. Good morning, E. Marie. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Nikki. I did say good morning to Nikki, didn't I? Nikki probably is seeing some of her stuff in here. Her scraps. Let's see. Oh, these are turning out so cute, this panel. So now we're going to put these two panels together. Oh, to me, this is relaxing. If I sit and watch TV, and all I'm doing there is sitting watching TV, I think I actually sit there and think of all the other things Like I don't check out. My mind doesn't check out. When I'm sewing, my mind, believe it or not, just enjoys the process of the sewing, and I'm like more relaxed. When I'm sitting watching TV, not doing this, I start thinking of all kinds of things. I don't relax, put it that way. I don't relax and chill. There we are. We got this. This is going to be a lot longer than I said. Oh, we'll get this whipped up, but that's not true. We're not getting this whipped up as I thought we were. Cute story curly locks. Hi, Andrea. I can't read this last one. She got a 7/7 embroidery machine for $600. It's doing stitches too tight and oh, do you know how to fix that? So happy Halloween, Addison. How do I fix that? So a brother and baby lock are somehow connected. I have had that problem, and I just took my machine in to get fixed. When it went in for the day at the spa, which is basically your yearly cleaning, I just told them and they fixed it, but they also had to repair stuff. They had to repair, like put in new feed dogs, and depending, you might need a new system, which mine needs, and it's very expensive, so that's not happening. So there's a feed dog system, and then there's another system that makes the actual feed dogs and everything move a different way. I forgot what it's called. So unfortunately, Glorious, you might have to just take that puppy to somewhere that knows how to fix machines. But don't be surprised if you have a big bill you were not expecting. So my recommendation is if you go, tell them not to fix anything until they have a discussion with you about it first. They fixed the feed dog so I could do straight line sewing and zigzag. And it was up in the $500 with the cleaning area. The other like motion thing costs a lot. The part itself is like, well, it was at $750. I'm sure it's more now. I opted not to get that fixed because I've already dumped enough in here. And that's how it was started, is that my machine was sewing tight stitches. Hopefully it isn't. Hopefully it's something really simple that they can fix. So now I have this going on here. So I have to do this in sections in order to put this together because I did those other blocks a while back. Here we go. Oh, you fixed it? Well, that's great. Mine was not fixable. Yeah, I don't know anything about embroidery machines. So here's this piece. This is going to go on the top over here. And now what I need to do is put these in one long strip, and then this has to go. My stuff is falling. Okay. Go. This is going to go on the side of the one ghost block that I have, because the ghost block needs a whole nother row. So this is going on the sides. This is this one strip. I'm going to put it on the side. Okay, so the answer to the zebra question, this goes this way. Let's see. So this was first, and then this. Put that. Okay, so which one of these is not a zebra? It is A, Zach. Zach is not a zebra. So a zebra and a yak is not a thing. But I didn't know that a zadonkadonk is a thing. It is a zebra and a donkey, and a zorse, which is a zebra and a horse. Learn something new today. So this is going here like that. Ready? And then the last one is just you're filling in the blank. So it is, what is the term for the 3-dotted African grasslands that are home to many zebras? What is the term for the 3-dotted African grasslands that are home to many zebras? What is it called, the area? All right, so we have this, and you know, some of you were wondering, this the baby bear's right here. He's looking out for us. Okay. So now I'm going to take my ghost, my friendly ghost, and we're going to add this to my friendly ghost here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on this here so that we can add it. So let's see, what do we have? We have, I haven't had coffee. Savannah. Savannah. It is Savannah. It is Savannah. Ooh, dude. This is very Halloween right now. This is extremely Halloween. What is that? Hi, Alex. Very Halloween. What is that? I can't believe I dropped the ball on Halloween trivia. Scorpions. Yes, it is a scorpion. It is a absolute scorpion. So here we go. True or false? Where scorpion birthdays right now. Oh, is it really? They freak me out. They look like, I don't know. You know what they look like? They kind of look like little lobsters, but like, ooh, I don't want to see one in the dark. A scorpion will sting itself to death when surrounded by fire. True or false? All right, so we have that. We have now half of the quilt sewn to each other. And the answer is true, 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 true. That sounds bizarre. So the answer is false. This is a myth, they said. It is one of those myths. 2, scorpions are arachnids. Which of these is not an arachnid? A, beetle, B, mite, or C, spider? I did not know it was an arachnid. I did not know that. right, let's see where we're at. We have B's and we have A's. We have lots of beetles. Beetle, beetle, beetle. Beetle, weedle. Okay, so we have this part. And now we need to put this part that I just sewn onto the top of this. So let me make sure we've got that. Yes. So this goes on the top. And I'm hoping everything goes right. So the answer is a beetle. What's the name of the only scorpion found in the U.S. that has venom potent enough to kill a human? Oh, I do not want to live in that state. What is the name of the only scorpion found in the U.S. that has venom potent enough to kill a human? We have black scorpion. Any other ideas? Pinning is what's taking this so much longer, but hey, it's going to get done. So the answer to that is the Arizona bark scorpion. The Arizona bark scorpion. So today is Friday, so I believe Joe, Vintage Style by Joe, is going to be on today at maybe 9:45 this morning, if I saw that right. Happy Halloween, Catherine. Deb, the Pug Mama Quilter, she's always on Fridays at 3. I'm at work. I try to catch it after. I'm not sure who else has a live today. Sometimes Lori, doesn't Lori do a live sometimes on Friday? Quilting with Lori. I'm trying to go back to, all right, here we are. I'm going to show this to you. Chelsea. Chelsea, good. Hi, happy Halloween to you too. Here we are. So we have half. So I'm going to put this up. This is all I'm going to get to because I've got to get ready for kiddos. I'm moving everything. Moving everything. And here we are. So we have half of the quilt all sewn right here. We have, this block is another ghost, so we just need to do this other panel piece, add that to there, and then sew this here. I did strip set, and just to give it a little bit more length to the top and bottom. So this will be looking like this after the two sides are on. Hold on. Oh boy, it's making me. I just didn't, I don't have that many more 4.5-inch squares scraps. These are scraps. So this is what our, oh, and now I dropped all that. So I'll have to replace all these. Ay, Dios mío. All these squares, I'm gonna have to put them back where they belong. And let me trim this little piece here. That's from a crumb. So this is what we're looking like. We've got ghostly things happen. I remember that fabric. So glad you like it. That's why I said a lot of people are going to start seeing their fabric here. Hello, Alex. Your mom makes quilts. There you go. And so we'll have that on the top, and I'm also going to put it on the bottom. So we have lots of booness going. So let me leave you with that baby bear says bye-bye. And my tummy's full because I ate all of baby bear's. Yeah, I ate all his arroz con gandules. You'll have to know what I'm talking about. That's at the beginning of my live where I give you a rundown, show you different parts of my costume, and give you a, you know, I don't know, a Halloween version of Curly Locks and 3 Bears. And as E. Marie says, double tap the screen on your phone and give me the thumbs up. So it's so important. I want you all to be safe, healthy, kind, you know, pass it forward. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and share my channel. And on your way out, if you can give me the thumbs up, I would also appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow. My channel turns 2 years tomorrow on November the 1st. So with that said, I got to show you something because I forgot. But maybe I should show it to you tomorrow. Look at what I did. I'm sorry. I had to show you this before I leave because I forgot. This is what we worked on yesterday. I still have to finish it, but I found this, which one of you all sent me. And so I've decided to use this for the back of the placemats. And so tomorrow we'll keep working on this. I think I'll have this done by tomorrow, but this we'll keep working on tomorrow. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.